Hey yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Chad, bringing you guys another video. And just to address the elephant in the room, man, we're going to be talking about Joe Biden dropping out of the 2024 presidential race. While I have my X-Defying gameplay on the background, I've really been enjoying just putting gameplay up in the background and talking to you guys to give you guys something to watch instead of just me just talking on the mic, if that makes sense, or just talking to the camera, because I think it is a little bit better that way. But first off, let's just go ahead and throw up on the screen here before the game even gets started what Joe Biden said, and I'll basically just read it really fast real quick. Well, really just a synopsis. So he basically just said, over the past 3.5 years, we have made great progress as a nation. Today, America has the strongest economy in the world, which is cap. We made historic investments in rebuilding our nation and lowering prescription of drug costs for seniors and expanding affordable health care to a record number of Americans. We provided critically needed care to 1 million veterans exposed to toxic substances, passed the first gun safety law in 30 years, appointed the first African American woman to the Supreme Court, and passed the most significant climate legislation in the history of the world, whatever that means. America has never been better positioned to be led than we are today. Let's skip down here, and he says, it has been the greatest honor of my life to serve as your president, and while it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and to focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term. Now, off rip, shout out to that boy Biden. This is the best decision Biden has made since he's been president, besides canceling student loan debt. Even though I'm still not a proponent of canceling student loan debt, because somebody's got to pay that money back somehow. And Biden canceling that debt, I mean, people took out loans for stuff people took out a loan for student they took out student loans with money they didn't have for it to just be erased. Like, somebody's got to pay for it, and it's going to be us through inflation. So yeah, now Biden's dropped out of the race. Like I said, this is one of the best moves he could have made in his career. The reason being, if Biden would have stayed in the race and lost to Trump when everyone was asking him to bow out of the race, they would have blamed him and that he had one of the worst administrations of all time, which he does. But they would have blamed him for losing to Trump because everybody told him not to run. Now, if the Democrats lose, Biden's gonna say, y'all can't blame me. Y'all wanted me out, and y'all wanted me out so bad, but looks like you guys didn't have anyone else to put up. And whoever y'all put up was gonna lose to Trump. I was the best chance at winning because I beat him once. That's literally what Biden can say now. So I'm glad Biden saved face. Now he can just go off, eat his applesauce, play golf and have a 6 handicap like he told Trump, which Trump definitely said his cap because Biden can barely finish a sentence. But also, after Biden went ahead and dropped out the race, he then said, here, I'll put this on the screen too. My fellow Democrats, I've decided not to accept the nomination to focus all my energies on my duties as president for the remainder of my term. My very first decision as the party nominee in 2020 was to pick Kamala Harris as my vice president, and it's been the best decision I made. Today, I want to offer my full support and endorsement for Kamala to be the nominee of the party this year. Democrats, it's time to come together and beat Trump. Let's do this. Now, just off rip, I don't really like the fact that they're not even telling you policies or anything like that. Democrats literally are just running on, we're not Trump. Let's just beat Trump. They don't care who they put in there. They're just trying to beat Trump. And a part of me is like, Joe Biden pulled out the ultimate Trump card with this one. He was like, you know what, you guys, and man, I'm eating in this gameplay. I forgot what's going crazy. But they're basically like, Biden did an ultimate Trump card by putting Kamala's name there as the nominee, because what that does is it forces them to now have to say, okay, we're going to put Kamala on the ticket. And if they don't, then what are the people going to say? They're going to say, so you guys have a black woman, y'all against a black woman because she's qualified. Joe Biden has now nominated her to be the nominee for the party. You guys skipped over hers because she's black and she's a woman. When the main way that Joe Biden was able to get so many votes, especially from black women or just suburban women in general, is by putting a black woman as his vice president. As we all remember, when Kamala Harris ran for presidency against Joe Biden and Trump, She only got 3% of the population of votes. She then went ahead and proceeded to drop out because she only had 3% of the votes. Then what did they do? They said, we know that black people may have a hard time with Biden because of the civil rights bills that he was signing and everything back in the day. How about we just throw Kamala on the ticket, and then guess what? They'll vote for her. And sure enough, black folks went out and voted for her. Cha-Cha slid in the street, and they have nothing to show for Kamala at this time of anything she's done. The only thing I've seen Kamala do is laugh and draw Venn diagrams, and that's honestly the truth. But a part of me thinks that the Democrat Party will try to get Kamala out of there and replace her with somebody else. But like I said, that'll be so hard to do when you guys have been preaching for years, oh, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and the black woman and the woman are so great. But I just don't think enough people that are Democrats are gonna like Kamala enough, and I don't think she'll be able to beat Trump. The only way you could swap her out is if you swap her out for another minority who is a woman. And a lot of people are saying Michelle Obama. If Michelle Obama runs, I already know black people are going to be washed up. They're going to be running to the polls to vote for her just because it's Michelle Obama. Her last name's Obama. She's a woman and she's black. Some people are saying Hillary Clinton. I honestly do not know. I'm just glad that Joe Biden has now seen, I thought you would think Joe Biden stepped out of this race by himself, but he was forced out, just like the Democrats forced him to be the nominee and didn't even have a primary, and now they're going to install the next puppet that they want to put up in there. That's just my honest opinion. So yeah, man, that's the breaking news. Joe Biden's dropped out the race. He's nominated Kamala. We now have to wait to the DNC to see what all happens. It's getting crazy as time goes on. You had assassinations and everything try to take place, and now Joe Biden's out the race. But anyways, man, this has been your boy Chad. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out. Peace.